Hey guys, my name is Casi Joy. Thanks for tuning in. This week I'm going to be answering all of your burning questions that you asked on my Instagram and Facebook channel. So thank you so much for all of your comments. Now let's get started. Our first question comes from Facebook, and this is from Charlotte Rains, and she wants to know who encouraged you most to follow your dreams. I would definitely have to say, hands down, my family. My mom and dad have been very, very supportive since the very beginning. Since I was 5 years old, that was the very first time I stepped on stage and performed. And since then, I think we all kind of knew I had the bug. And, just got a request from the text line. This is hilarious. No, my family is definitely so supportive. I'm so lucky, and my dad runs my sound now. My mom helps book shows, runs the merch table, runs my shipping and everything, so I'm so lucky to have such a supportive family. Jessie West from Facebook wants to know, when is the Christmas album going to be available? 'Tis the season needs exclusive access. Oh, thank you guys. I am so excited about this Christmas album, and most importantly, I'm just excited to be recording again and being creative. And I love that I'm getting to do this completely hands-on by myself. I really like to challenge myself and kind of wear every hat that I possibly can. And sometimes it's very, very frustrating, but I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much about myself and the recording business. And so that Christmas album will be out, I am hoping, maybe the second week of November. So sometime mid-November. And I'm also going to be having a lot of really exciting stuff going on in November that I'll tell you guys about later. Okay, Kayla Corethers. I'm a singer, not a reader. All right, she wants to know, what is your favorite memory from your experience on The Voice? First off, just the experience of making it, you know, finally getting to hear a yes, and the yes that I had been wanting to hear for so long. So that was like hands down the best part, you know, getting past each round as we went, and getting chair turns, and getting 4 chair turns was like, oh my gosh, like, I also loved all the friendships that I made. I became very close with my roommate on the show, Stephanie Rice, and she was a bridesmaid in my wedding, and we've remained close. So I had an amazing time on The Voice, and thank you guys if you voted for me. Ooh, this is a good one. Armando Williams wants to know, what is your deepest fear? I'm afraid of a lot of things. Like ladybugs even. I don't like bugs. No, I think my deepest fear is needles, faux show. Pain in general. I'm such a baby. I have like no pain tolerance. Losing anybody in my family. I'm always terrified that like I'm gonna die at any moment. Myself dying. I'm terrified of being tortured, of waking up in the middle of the night and just a face is like staring at you. Oh my god. Should I just lay down on the couch, talk to the therapist? Like opening my window and there being a face there. There is going to be like a murder killer, like Psycho, like right in my face, right when I open my eyes, freaking out. This is so crazy. So a lot of things. Very scared. Okay, next question. Charles Barheit wants to know, if you could do a duet with any artist, who would it be and what song? I'd love to sing with Blake. I think that would be neat. And if you didn't know, he was my coach on The Voice, and it was awesome. Oh my gosh, Taylor Swift, duh. Love Taylor. Patsy Cline, that would be really neat. I just wonder like what our voices would sound like together. I think that would be really cool. Bruce Mueller, awesome question. Well, he first says, how did you get to be so beautiful? Oh, thank you. So much makeup. As a singer and guitar player, did you learn on your own or with help? A little bit of both. I'm mainly self-taught. My parents always tried to get me into lessons. I took piano lessons for a bit. I took guitar lessons from like 4 or 5 different people, and I would take voice lessons on and off, but like 1 lesson at a time, and then I would quit. Like I hated practicing. I hated, because practicing to me then, like with lessons, was warming up and doing all the weird noises and stuff that wasn't fun. And I just wanted to sing karaoke in my room for hours and hours and hours. So I was practicing, just probably not correctly. But with guitar, I'm pretty self-taught, a lot of YouTube, and like friends would show me stuff here and there, and that has taken kind of a bit of practice for sure. And I've only been playing guitar for about 6-7 years now, so we've come a long way, but we have a long way to go. Daryl Osmus wants to know, mayo or mustard? Can I say both and add potato chips? Like we're talking about sandwiches, right? Matthew Schaefers wants to know, what is your favorite thing to do with your little bit of downtime? Well, if you follow me on social media and you see my stories, with my downtime, I like to watch The Price is Right, and I also really like to watch The Bold and the Beautiful and The Young and the Restless. Soap operas are my guilty pleasure. And just doing anything with my family. I love to spend time with family, with my husband Brian and with my dog Danny Boy. So just, I guess, quality time and any chance that I get to slow life down a little bit, I really try to make that a priority when I can. Brenda Fox wants to know, what is your favorite kind of music to sing? Country for sure. I love to yodel, but yodeling songs take me so long to learn, so I don't know a ton of yodel songs yet. But yeah, I do love to sing country music, but as you guys see on my channel, I put out videos every Monday of cover songs, and I love to switch it up every week. I like to do old country, new country, pop, rock, original music, so tune in every Monday and you'll never miss a genre. Heidi Whitebean from Facebook wants to know, Cassie, how old were you when you started singing, and who is / was your inspiration? I was 5 when I started singing, and I think, honestly, when I started singing, I was 5, and what really gave me the bug, I think, was the production and all the hoopla that comes with music, and just the way that music moved me. And so the fact that I could put both of those together and be a performer was what really got me inspired. And that started when I was 5 years old, did a talent show, and then my mom got me into country music, and she got me booked around the Midwest doing the Midwest Country Opry circuit. So I was singing old country. So then I, of course, was very influenced by the old country artists like Patsy Cline, Tanya Tucker, Johnny Cash. So I'm very grateful for that. And then my dad had me listening to classic rock music, which I totally love. ZZ Top, AC/DC, Aerosmith, you know, the best. So I'm very well-rounded thanks to my family. Brian Schroeder wants to know, when are you going to start your variety show? Dude, I totally, like, that's so me. I love doing, since I was little, I've put on like little skits, and I would coax my friends into being in skits with me when we were younger. At like 3 in the morning, I wake up my parents like, Mom, you gotta come film us. This is a robber and we're breaking into this thing, and someone's got a rainbow wig on and there's a fanny pack and a stick horse. I don't even know. Like I was the weirdest child, and I would love to do some kind of like Carol Burnett thing. That totally fits me, and I love just morphing into different characters, and I think that I kind of show that now with just changing genres for at least just my Music Monday videos. So I would love to do a variety show someday. If anybody, Netflix, Hulu, hook me up. Okay, the next question is from Brandy Schaefer, and I saw this one earlier and I was so excited to comment on this. In your song, I Do, which is my new single, go check that out on Spotify and iTunes. It is on my website, CasiJoy.com, and you can just click on that right there, and it will take you right to both buttons. You just click iTunes or Spotify. You can stream those on both of those sites, so pretty please go do that. It's called I Do. It's brand new. So Brandy's question is, in your song I Do, are the recorded lyrics your original lyrics in the 3rd verse? And so she quotes it here, and I'll laugh with you for hours when it's raining crazy on our wedding day. Is that how you wrote them initially, or was that a last minute change to capture the crazy weather of the day? This is just what's so special about love and fate and music and songwriting and just the universe coming together so perfectly. These were the original lyrics. We had kind of been freaking out about rain happening for like 2 weeks before. Like my mom was seriously looking at the weather like almost a month before, and she's like, it's gonna be sunny every single day except October 14th. It's gonna storm. I'm like, Mom, there's no way that you're gonna know the weather 3 weeks in advance and they're gonna be right, spot on that day. Yeah, right. The universe is not gonna let it rain. It's gonna be fine. Well, we kept looking, getting closer, and the weather wasn't changing. And so, like a week, it was probably sooner than that, like a few days before I finished the song finally, and kind of had an inkling that it was probably gonna rain at least a little bit. I didn't know it was gonna rain crazy on our wedding day like it did, and I mean guys, it was like a legit monsoon. My dad got trench foot over this thing. It was nuts. So I guess good luck. You got rain on your wedding day. But yeah, whenever it really did rain all day, like since nobody knew about the song, I was the only one that was like coming up before the ceremony, before I sang the song. I was like, man, this is really gonna be insane if it's seriously raining like while I'm singing this song. Like, what universe? So yeah, like so crazy that we have that memory now. I'm so glad that it happened the way that it did, and even at the very end of it, and you can see on the original YouTube video when I actually sang it live at the wedding, a plane flies over right after I finished the song, and it was like, oh my gosh, that would have ruined like our freaking wedding vows if that flew over during the song. I mean, ruined it. What do you do? And that waited until the song was over, so that was incredible. Well, then the first time that I ever performed it live after I released the single, a plane's flying over during the song, and I just, it's so crazy. This song is so crazy. It just like has so many weird things and experiences and memories tied to it now, and it makes it so special. So go check out my single I Do on iTunes and Spotify, put it on repeat, add it to a playlist, share it. Make sure you're following me on Spotify too. I'm going to be releasing a ton of new music coming up. And the Christmas album will be on there soon as well. And you can hear all of my classic country songs from my Covered in Joy album on Spotify as well. You can make a whole playlist of all your favorite songs. So go check that out on Spotify. Ooh, Quentin Gaspard said, how and when did you realize you could yodel? I was about 10 years old, I think, and my mom showed me Blue by Leanne Rimes, and I just thought that was like the craziest sound I've ever heard. And she also told me that Leanne Rimes was very young. I think she was like 13 or something at the time, and I was like, boom, I still have time to become 13 and at the same level. There's still time. And so I listened to Blue, and I could not figure it out. I could not, I couldn't yodel on an ooh vowel until I was like going on The Voice. But she also showed me Cowboy Sweetheart, and yeah, so I learned with that song, and I learned kind of just being super weird, singing in the house and singing in the shower, and you have to be unafraid to sound unpretty. Okay, this question is from Instagram from Josanne99, and she asks, what kind of machine did you use to cut your leather earrings out? I use the Cricut Air something. So my mom and I have been making leather earrings with our Cricut machine, and they are genuine leather, and their hearts, there, can you see that? There's one pair. They're hearts to match my logo, the heart on my logo that I designed. And here's another one. Is this what they do in the makeup things? What do you do? I don't know. There. So you can see those. So they're handmade by my mom and I, and they are super comfortable. They're lightweight. And I've had fun like making things for you guys. I get so many gifts from you guys at shows and in the mail and stuff, and I so much appreciate it. So I love that I get to design everything for you guys. Everything's, you know, these are handmade and designed personally by yours truly. Okay, Tammy Andrews, you're so sweet. Thank you for the kind words. Oh, from Greenwood, Arkansas. I loved playing the 4th of July there a couple years ago. I obviously love your take on soulful music as well as country, but what's your favorite genre? My favorite genre is probably country, but I really love moody music too. Yeah, like I'll never get out of my emo stage with, you know, Taking Back Sunday and The Used and Tegan and Sarah and Blink-182. I'm still in high school, basically. Okay, this is another one from Instagram. Grants308 wants to know, have you been to New Zealand before? You would love it here. Let me tell you, Grant, I would love to come to New Zealand, and if you can make it happen, I'll be there in a jiffy. No, I would love to come. I get asked about New Zealand and Australia a lot, and I would love to come to New Zealand. So if anybody knows anybody booking over there or in Europe, I would love to come and travel. I want to meet you guys. So if you have somewhere you'd like me to come, tell your town about it. Tell your vendors that are booking about it, and tell your company if they do corporate parties. I'll come to that. I love to do private parties, and you can find all of my dates on my website, CasiJoy.com. I've got a lot of private events coming, so you can book yours today, and I'll come and hang out with you. Okay, this is from Oof VC. I like your style. Okay, how long have you lived in Nashville for? In September, it will be 3 years officially, like since I was a resident, but I started staying in Nashville. It would be 3 years in this past July. Yeah, I've loved living in Nashville. I've met so many people. I've grown a ton as an artist and a guitar player. And it's been an incredible experience. So I travel a ton. I'm not in Nashville a lot, though I live here. I'm on the road a ton. We travel. I play out as much as I can because I want to meet you guys. Okay, Miss Shipwrecked. This is one of my best friends from childhood. She says, this is Danny, she says, if you weren't singing and doing this route, where would you be today? Alternate universe, Casi Joy. Well, I do have my bachelor's degree in early childhood education, so that is for teaching birth through 3rd grade. I always wanted to have a backup plan, and not because I'm ever going to give up or anything, but I mean, something could fall from the sky and hit me in the throat. So, you know, you never know what's gonna happen. I'm very thankful that I went to college, but I don't plan on using my degree anytime soon. Music is definitely where I want to be. It's where I think I was meant to be. But having the backup plan is nice for a little peace of mind. So I guess if I wasn't singing, I would be teaching kindergarten or 1st grade. I also love animals, so I would love to, and this is regardless of music or not, I would love to have an animal sanctuary at some point in life, you know, a big farm with a ton of rescue animals. That is such a big part of my heart, is animal rescue and dogs and just all things animal. Okay, Lenora wants to know, have you ever thought about coming to St. John's, NL, Canada? We have lots of singers come. Newfoundlands would love you. Oh gosh, I love Canada so very much. I got to go last summer 3 times to play in some festivals, and it was an absolute blast. I had no idea how different Canada would be than I guess what I thought, and everybody was just so kind. So I would absolutely love to come back up to the Great North and get me some poutine. Okay, Leanne wants to know, have you ever been or want to go to Ireland? I am Irish, so of course I would love to go to Ireland. That is like #1 on my bucket list right now. Same with my dad. We've talked about it since I was little. So I would absolutely love to go visit Ireland. I'd love to play there. I get asked a lot to come play in Ireland, but I don't really know where to start. So if anybody has any pointers, holler at me. Ian Fox, hey Ian, wants to know who does your creative work, video and photography. I actually do most of that. I have a tripod I've named Trevor, and he and I will just walk around and be weird and take pictures. And so like here I've got Covered in Joy here, which you can get on my website, CasiJoy.com. I took all these pictures myself with Trevor, my tripod, and did all the design work myself. And I enjoy doing all that stuff. It's definitely frustrating, but I've learned a lot, and it definitely makes me push myself. But I like to wear all the hats, and I just got a new camera, so I do all of my videography myself as well. Brian, my husband, does take a lot of my pictures when we're out and about, and I have my mom take some as well, and friends, you know, if we're out, I'll be like, hey girl, come on, let me pose with this tree, take my pic. So it's definitely a group effort. Okay guys, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Casi Joy. I appreciate your guys' support and comments and likes and shares every single week. It means the world to me. Comment below what you want to know. If I missed any questions, I'll be doing this again shortly, so let me know if I missed out on anything or if there's anything else you want me to talk about. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel on YouTube and follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Casi Joy Music. I've also got a website, CasiJoy.com, where you can get t-shirts, 2 of my CDs, all my videos, my biography, blog posts, all the things, as well as my show dates. So go and check that out at CasiJoy.com. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you soon. I will be the sunshine that you need.